My name is Lorenzo, I'm from Loway, and thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation and be with me a few moments. Today, I want to show you how QueueMetrics transforms the way supervisors manage their contact centers when running on FusionPBX. QueueMetrics is not just for reports. It helps you and helps your team work more effectively with call handling. Our integration brings intelligent supervision tools that make daily management tasks simpler and more effective. So let's start from what you typically see when running FusionPBX. If you want to see the status of your agents, and this is quite important, you have to go here, go to Agent Status, and you can see a list of the statuses that you want them to have, but you have no information about queues. On the other hand, if you want to see calls and you want to see the current status of agents on queues, you have to go to Actionable Center and then select each queue in turn. At this point you can see the status of current calls and current agents, but it's separated by queue. Plus, of course, you can only see information about real queues, so inbound, and nothing about outbound. Now let's see the same thing from the point of view of QueueMetrics. From the real-time page in QueueMetrics, you can immediately see the calls that are being processed, and they can even have alarms set if you want to just spot immediately the possibly problematic ones. You can see the status of agents and what they just last did, so last call they took, the queues are logged on, and all this information, and the set of a recap of the queues you're observing. You don't have to go through multiple pages just to see the information you need, and you can see that the interface is simple and just goes straight to the point. Plus, as visibility is per queue, you can make sure that only people that are allowed are going to see this information. Where QueueMetrics really shines is for shared environments. You can have different people access different information, and depending on their responsibilities, I can configure visibility by queue, by agent group, or by client, so that you only see the things that you're supposed to be seeing. Each supervisor can be set so that they can only see the data of the agents they are supervising. This means better security, better focus, and no information overload. If you compare this to FusionPBX, where everybody who accesses to the tenant can see everything, of course, it's different. QueueMetrics gives you a lot of tools to be aware of the current situation and intervene on it. For example, we can see that we have live calls. The supervisor can at any time barge in or transfer the calls or do other things. For example, they could hang up the call, just select hang up, click on the call, and the call goes away. The same thing can be done for agents. So for example, if there is too much traffic on queue 401 and you need to add more agents, the supervisor can go here, go Agent Actions, select, for example, Q401, and add agent code 999. The command will be sent, and in a few seconds, the new agent will be available on Q401. There you go. This way, your supervisors can be immediately aware of the current situation and can intervene in no time when they spot issues. Of course, the data that you see on a wallboard is totally configurable, so it's up to you to set it up so that you have the information you actually need. So, for example, you just click on here and you can create a new wallboard. Say we want the SLA, for example. Say we want information on a specific agent. Say we want information about the situation of queues. Okay, you just you edit them here. You can move them around. So for example, I make this bigger. In this case, I want to see a specific agent, let's say 998. I just tell it, I can change the color. This means they are been idle for like 3 minutes. They can open this up so that you have all the information you need, and that's it. You can create a wallboard that is exactly right for what you want to do. You can also change a number of things like alarms, the colors, and in the case of queues, of data blocks that look like tables, you can also change the different the set of columns that you want to see or the set of queues that you want to see. Of course, all the information we saw so far in real time can also be seen from an historical perspective. So you just click on reports and you get plenty of information about answer calls, all the information you can get about the agents, whatnot. I'm going to go very quickly on this because we're going to have a separate video for this on lost calls, about information about agent attempts, so lost attempts. We can have information about the distribution during the day, during the week, on specific days. We can get information about agent session up to a very high level of detail, productivity, what they did, poses and whatnot. And you can get information about the outcomes of calls and what more. You can go down and drill down on specific calls, so you can click on them and see the details, and everything is configurable, so you can just create, mix and match, do whatever you want. I'm going to go into more details in the next video, but so you have an idea that you always have the big cannons ready for you in case you need them. As you have seen, QueueMetrics transforms your FusionPBX from a basic call routing platform to a complete, comprehensive contact center management platform. So your team can be more effective and your supervisors can be more effective. They have focus visibility, they have active intervention tools, and they can always get real-time insights. Everything is designed to make your team and your supervisors more successful at what they do. So, thank you for watching for now. Stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to go into more details about the reports. And if you like what you've seen so far and you want to try this on your own FusionPBX system, just contact Loway to set up a free trial. Thank you.